Trying to fish it a few different ways, steady retrieve, jerking it, pausing it, all kind of stuff, pulling it through grass. Slowly jerk it with a rod, slowly reeling the slack. It's going to move erratically in and around grass structure, and then you kind of just pause it and let it sink down and watch your line there. And it's very effective with catching fish, especially fish that are highly pressured and kind of overfished in a sense. And it being weightless, it falls slow, so the actions are more natural as it's falling, which is a benefit. I think I may have a bite. Mine slowly starting to go that way. That's why I opened that bail, because how I can tell is if the line continues to come out of the bail, then I know, okay, there's a fish on there. Give it another few seconds and then we'll check. Close the bail. Mine's still moving away. Now a little bit faster. Straighten out. So now what we're gonna do is go ahead and set the hook. Once this fish swims all the line out, tightens it up. You can wait till the end. Got him. Doesn't seem to be very big. Oh, yeah, it's not very big, but we got him. First fish of the day. What did I just say though? Over there in that grass area, there should be a bass hanging out. Worm is tore up, buddy. Got it. Finally got that little hook out of him. Go ahead and snap a quick pick and get him back in the water as fast as we can. But yeah, little dude, go get bigger, buddy. Wrong way, man. There we go. Folks, this technique I'm telling y'all about, this weightless Texas rig, is deadly. And I mean deadly. And overfish heavily pressured bodies of water. It produces time after time. You just got to kind of fish it slow and be patient with it. It's a really high percent high percentage style fishing, but it's also finesse fishing. But like I was demonstrating earlier and continuing to show you, cast out and let that thing sink down, and I may reel in a little slack slowly, and then I'll just twitch that rod and kind of just let it sit for a little bit. Let that bait kind of just flutter back down in and around that grass or that structure back to the bottom. Then after, I don't know, 30 seconds or so, or if you're a fast fisherman, maybe like 10-15 seconds, I'll just go ahead and start reeling in a little more slack and just twitch again, and then just let it sit, let it go on back down towards that bottom. Oh, we may have a bite. Yep, just pulling line out. See if we can get them. Go ahead and tighten that line up, buddy. And then I'll set the hook. Strong fish. I've also learned too, when you're finesse fishing like this, it's not real good. Oh, fucking broke me off. It's not real good to horse those fish in, as I was just trying to explain. And I need to loosen this drag, obviously. But yeah, gosh, dude. That one just pisses me off. That one was all my fault. Not paying attention. Got my drag set up too high with this reel. Literally contradicting myself, because I sat here and was, oh, you don't want to horse these fish in while you're freaking finesse fishing, you know, with your spinning rod and reel. And what was I doing? Unknowingly, of course, but what was I doing? Trying to horse the fish in. Drag set up too high. That's happened to me before, and I got them right here in front of me to where I could see the fish. What happened was, it was coming head towards me, and how it broke off is with all its weight and strength, that fish just took and turned and rolled over and went down deep. And I'm just sitting here with the rod like this, so that just put all the pressure on the knot, because the drag is not loose enough to give for that fish, and snap my knot. Which sucks. It'll put a dent in your day, especially with good fish, because out here they don't get much bigger than 2-3 pounds, and I'm willing to bet it was probably about a 2.5 pounder from what I saw and what I felt. Around 2.5 pounds. But I mean, you live and you learn. We'll have to move on and try to catch another fish. But I mean, now I always laugh and joke about watching those YouTube videos with those tournament anglers, you know, freaking breaking off, or a big one breaking off and they miss them, and how they just lose their cool. And normally I'm able to compose myself, but that time I couldn't hold it. It hit deep, because it was a good fish and I could see it pretty much. Like if I had a net, that fish would have been on the bank. But I mean, it happens. It's kind of the consequences of using spinning tackle. You got to be on your P's and Q's every cast. Kind of reminds me, I guess that's my karma, because that I remember one time fishing the river. One of my very best friends, also my cousin Alden, and we were fishing in Santa Fe River in Florida, bass fishing, just a little small river, walking the bank back home, and he cast it out right under lay down, and there was a bass there, to our knowledge, because you know fish love structure. He pitches out, think he's got on like a little finesse worm or something, and he misses it, just like I just kind of, well, he misses on the hook set though. He didn't even get a hook set, bass spit it, I guess, or whatever. He's like, dang, I just missed that fish. Me being a little a-hole, so I flipped my little frog in there with a buzz bait on top of it, and instead of going top water, I kind of let it sink down a little bit just below the surface and slowly reel that thing right by where he just pitched his worm, and I catch his bass, and it's freaking hilarious. We always joke about it and stuff, but I guess that's my karma, Alden. You finally got me back. I just missed a pretty good one out here. Well, folks, we actually didn't catch quite a ton of fish. Caught one little dink, and we missed one. But hopefully today I taught y'all a lot about fishing in and around grass with Texas rigs, weighted or weightless. And I had fun doing it. It was pretty relaxing. Wasn't too bad. Missed the big one, but that's okay. We'll live to fight another day and catch them next time. So like always, folks, I thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.